Hey guys, in this video we shall solve another problem. Find the index of the first occurrence in the string. So yeah, the given problem is given two strings, needle and haystack. Needle and haystack, two strings are given. Return the index of the first occurrence of the needle in haystack or -1 if needle is not part of the haystack. So they have given two index, that is haystack and needle. You have to return the index of the first occurrence of the needle in haystack. First occurrence of the needle in haystack. How do you find that? Needle is nothing but the string sad. So if you observe, sad is appeared in once here and second time here in the haystack. But the very first occurrence is this one, right? So in this you have to return the index of the first occurrence of the needle in haystack. That is nothing but index is here 0. So 0 is the answer. The other example, if you observe LeetCode and needle is nothing but LEETO. See, if you observe LEET is matched, after that C is there and here O is there. So none of the substring is matching to needle. That means in this case you have to return the index as -1. So if you find the needle string in the haystack as a substring or the entire string, anything it might be. If you find needle in haystack, then you have to return the index of the first occurrence. It might occur once or twice. If you observe a sad is occurred twice here, but you have to return the index of the first occurrence, it is 0 here. So how do we solve this problem? Uh, for this, we need to start taking the example sad but sad, and this is haystack, right? And the other one is needle. There is nothing but sad. This is needle. So I have shown the problem works. So let's see the logic of the program, how it works now. Logic. For this, let's find the length of the haystack would be equal to m. So that is nothing but haystack dot length, and length of the needle would be n. So n equal to needle dot length. So these two variables are initialized. Another two variables I and j are required to iterate. I is required to iterate over the haystack string and j is required to iterate over the needle. So int I comma j equal to 0, comma j equal to 0. Once this is done, we need one more count variable initialized to 0. This count, what it does, it finds how many matched characters you have found in the haystack and needle. So for example, you start with first loop, s and s is matched, so count will become 1. Then again A and A are matched, count will become 2. Count would become 2 incremented. And D and D are matched here again. So count would become 3. So this count value is required to store how many number of characters has been matched in the haystack and needle. So these four variables are done. Another variable idx is required. This is to store the index value of the first occurrence. In this part 0, 0 will be stored in the idx. So how does it work? I should explain you later. So for now, we have the length of the stack in m, length of the needle in n. Then I and j are initialized to 0. Why do you require I? I is for the iterating to the haystack string in the characters of the haystack string, and j is required to iterate through the characters of the needle string. and count equal to 0 is required for finding the number of matched characters in needle and haystack, and idx equal to 0 is needed to store the first occurrence of the needle in the haystack, first occurrence of the string matched string of needle in the haystack. So yeah, now we'll require the while loop. While, as I said, I is for the haystack, right? So I lesser than haystack length is m, and j lesser than n. I is required for iterating to the haystack, j is required for iterating to the needle. We do this simultaneously. Otherwise, when I for gave the nested while loop, it showed maximum time limit exceeded error. So we had then I came to know we had to include both condition I and j in the single while loop instead of nested while loops. Yeah. So I lesser than m is nothing but haystack dot length, and n is lesser than needle dot length. What do we do? So SATBUD, right? SATBUD sad and sad. At first, I will be pointing to the first element of the haystack and needle. This is I, this is J, and both are conditions true. Like I is lesser than the haystack length and J is lesser than the needle length. So once you find that, if character at what haystack dot character of I equal to needle dot character at of J. If both are equal, both the characters are equal, what does it mean? What did I tell? You have to increment the count value. So if both the characters equal, increment the count value. So count will become count plus plus. So you increment the count value. This is T and this is addition symbol plus plus. Yeah. Once these two characters are matched, what do you need to do? You need to increment both I value and J value, right? You will compare the next character of the needle as well as next character of the haystack. So I and J will be incremented. I plus plus and J also plus plus. This is done. Yeah. Now again go to the follow. I lesser than M and J lesser than N. Yeah. If character in I and J are equal, yes, A equal to A. That means count will become incremented. That is count equal to 1 here. Now it count become 2. Initially count was 0. So that became 1. Now it's 2. Why 2? Two characters are matched. Then I, if two characters are matched, you need to increment both. Now you have to check the next character of both needle and stack. This is I, this is J. So go to the next follow. I lesser than M, J lesser than N. Yeah, it is true. So is D equal to D? Both the characters are equal. That means count plus plus. Now count will become 3. What if count equal to 3? What does it indicate? 3 characters have been matched. Yes, sad is matched to sad. If you observe, this 3 is nothing but length of the needle. So that means you have to stop the loop here itself, right? You need to find the first occurrence of the needle in the haystack. You need not to go further itself. So since you found count match characters in the haystack equal to the length of the needle, that means all the elements are found, all the characters of the needle string is found in the match haystack. That means if count, here check condition, if count equal to n is nothing but needle length, that means what do we need to return? IDX. Why IDX is required? As I said, IDX is used to store the index of the first occurrence of the needle in the haystack. So first occurrence of the needle in the haystack is 0 here if you observe, right? Sad, sad. S is the first occurrence of the needle in the haystack. How do I get 0? It is 0. If you observe, it is nothing but I. So I equal to how much now? 1, 0, 1, 2. I was 2, right? So and count value was equal to 3. Needle length equal to 3. So that is n equal to 3. So 3 minus 3 will give you 0. So this operation we have to perform here is count minus n. Why count is count? We do count, we perform count minus n. Um, oh no, sorry. Shall erase this. Okay, this is not count minus n. Yeah, if you observe here, I equal to I plus plus we do right. D is matched to D here. Yeah, count you incremented. Count will be 3 now. Count equal to 3. And I plus plus j plus plus. So I would become 3. It was 2, right? It will become 3. Then j also will become 3. So idx will be nothing but I minus n. N is nothing but the count value. So I minus n. If you perform I minus n, then that would give you index. So if you see I is nothing but 3, right? Yeah. 3 minus n, how much? N is 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. Are we getting the first occurrence of the string needle in the haystack? Yes. So idx will be equal to 0. You would have much more clarity when I give the when I give the another example for this. So for now, you just think if you perform I minus n, you will get the first occurrence of the needle in the haystack. That is zeroth index we have got here. Why don't you perform j minus n? That I will explain in the next example here. What if why don't we do the j minus n? Because yeah, if I tell it's b s a d u t is haystack first string and second string is sad, then in such case, okay, d will be equal to d here. Here j would be equal to how much? 0, 1, 2. And here if I equal to how much? 0, 1, 2, 3. So I plus plus if you do I will become 4, right? So if you consider 4, 4 minus length of the needle, 4 minus sad, 4 minus sad would give you the first index. That is 1. 1 will be the answer in this case. So that is why we perform I minus n. This is one case. If the characters are matching. What if the characters are not matching? Here in this case, characters are not matching, right? So in that case, what do we need to do? If you observe, C here and it's O here. How do you get C and O as a iterate method? You start with the first L and L. Yeah, they are matching and count equal to 1. Yeah, count will be 1 now because L and L are matching initially. Then I plus plus j plus plus. So I equal to 1, j equal to 1 because initially I and j are 0. Okay. So I plus plus j plus plus 1 1. So both will be pointing to E. E and E are matching. And here you have to check count equal to n. Count equal to 1. 1 equal to 3? No. Is 1 equal to 3? No. So you go next. Is E equal to E? Yes, characters are matching. So count equal to 2 now. And I plus plus j plus plus. I equal to 2, j equal to 2. And we check whether count equal to n. Count equal to 2. Is 2 equal to 3? No. This is not equal. So again move further. Now I will pointing to this E and J will be pointing to the third E. Second index. Is both characters are equal? Yes, it is. So count plus plus. Count will be 3 now. I plus plus J plus plus. I equal to 3. J equal to 3. You count whether count equal to n. Oh, sorry. N is the length of the needle. In this case, the needle length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not 3. Yeah, very sorry. That was the previous example said. Yeah, in this case, the length of the needle is 5. In the previous example, it was sad, right? So here the length was 3. Here it is 5. So yeah, you check for 5 equal to, okay. You get count equal to 3 equal to 5. No, this is not case. Hence you go again. Now character will pointing to t here and also t here. Yeah, both are equal. So count will become 4 and I and j will be incremented 4 4. Is count equal to n? 4 equal to 5? No. Again go there, go further. Now I will be pointing to C and J will be pointing to O. You check whether both the characters are matched. Is it matched? No, this is not matched. In this case, what do we need to do? Which means if both are not matched, we have to reinitialize the value of count equal to 0. Because whatever count value, matched characters value we have got, that is destroyed since we found an unmatched character and the length was not equal to the length of the needle. So count reinitialize count equal to 0 and j also will become 0 because another new loop we have to iterate over for finding the matched needle in the haystack. So j will be 0. You start from the beginning of the needle for comparing other elements. And what will be the value of I in this case? The value of the I is logical. It should be, we started from L, right? Comparison. Now this time it should be I plus 1. How do we start from the next value? That was the initial I value. We had started with I equal to 0. Now for the next iteration it should be I equal to 1. How do I get from this to this? Because after all the iterations the final I will be 4. So how do you get it to 1 from 4? That is done by, if you observe, I equal to I minus j plus 1. So I equal to how much? 4. 4 minus 4, 0 plus 1, that will give you 1. How? Why is it I minus j plus 1? That means you have gone till ith character in the haystack that was matched with the needle. But at some point you found they are not matching. So you need to come back all those matched position to the initial I. How do you do that? The match character I till the length of the j that has been matched. That is j. So I minus j, you return all the iterated part to the to j. So I minus j, you come to the initial point. After initial point, now you have to start the loop from the next character. So you do the plus one. I would explain this with another better example. Let's take example Mississippi. If you understand this example well, then coding is very easy. So Mississippi, sorry, this is haystack needle. Let the needle be ISSIPPI. So how did I get this example? This is one of the hidden test case in the problem because I couldn't handle this problem well. This case I couldn't handle, so later I came to know when it gave the wrong case, wrong answer for this problem. Example. So let's start with the initial value. So m is nothing but haystack length. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And n equal to the needle length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once this is done, count equal to 0. Count equal to 0. So this is count value. And idx also 0. The initial value and you will initialize two variables I and j equal to 0. This is for iterating to haystack and this is for iterating to the needle. So now you compare whether you start with the first character in both the strings. So I equal to 0, j equal to 0. Are both the characters are matching? Yes, it is. So you have to increment the value of count equal to 1. And I will be I plus plus and j will be j plus plus. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I equal to 0, j equal to 0. Is both the characters are matching here? No. In that case, you increment the value of I and j is already it's in 0. So I equal to 1, j equal to 0. How do we get that? I told I equal to I minus j plus 1. So I was 0, 0 minus 0 plus 1. So 1 is the answer. Next, compare the I equal to 1, j equal to 0. Yeah, both are matching. That means count value will be 1 now. Count value will be incremented. And then I plus plus j plus plus. So I equal to 2 and j is also equal to 2. So you compare these two values. And here you have to search for if count equal to n also. No, count is not equal to n is nothing but 7. So 1 is not equal to 7. So next, go to the next character. Yes, s and s are matching. So count will become 2. And I will become I plus plus j plus I will become 3 and j would become um, here j was 1 because I was pointing to s 0 1 2. J was pointing to this s 0 1. So j is 1 initially. Now it became 2. So I equal to 3, j equal to 2. And count 2 equal to 7? No. So go to the next loop again. This is I equal to 3 and j equal to 2 now. Are they matching? Yeah, it is. So count will become 3 again. I plus plus j plus plus. So I become 4 and j would become 3. Is count equal to 1? 3 is not equal to 7. So again look for the next character. It is I here and yeah, it is also I here. Both are matching. So count will become 4 again. Number of match characters is 4. I would become 5 and j would become 4. I plus plus j plus plus. So it will be pointing to s and here it will pointing to p. Is count equal to n? 4 is not equal to 7. Now you check whether s equal to p. No, s and p are not matching. So that means count value you have to initialize, reinitialize to 0 because freshly you have to look for other matched characters. The number of characters which has been matched now is not equal to the length of the needle. So we didn't yet find the matched length needle in the haystack. So reinitialize the count equal to 0 and j also reinitialize to 0 so that freshly when you start the loop, you start from the first index for the match character and I will be equal to whatever we have iterated, that is 5 minus j value is 4 plus 1. So that I minus j does from the I till the j how much match character we have found. So it will go to the initial m I matched. I was started from 1 here when the count value started. From there you add 1. So I would become 2 now. Got this? I would become 2 now. I minus j plus 1. So I was 5 minus 4 plus 1. So you reiterate back till the ith element which you when you started the loop, and from that you have to start with the next element now, that is s. So why don't we add just I equal to I plus 1 here? If you perform I equal to I plus 1, you cannot find this match character. Actually, a match character is found here. I, S, 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 I, P, P, I. So if you just start from next S, you won't be able to find the match string of needle in this haystack, right? So you have to come back till the first position when you started the iteration, and from that you start the next fresh iteration with the next element. So it will start from S. Again S, whether it will match with I, no. Then again you increment value of I. So S is not matching. Then you increment value of I. Now the I and I here will be matching, and you'll be able to find the matched needle in the haystack with the same operation which I have found, which have been done till now. So when I code this, you will get a better idea. We shall start. As I said, at first int m equal to haystack dot length. It's a string, so put the square bracket, curly bracket. Then int n equal to needle dot length. After that, int I comma j, I equal to 0 and int j equal to 0. So I is for iterating to haystack, j is for iterating to the needle. Then lastly, we need int count. Count is required for finding the matched characters. Matched characters. And int idx equal to 0. This is to store the first occurrence of the matched character. So once this is done, you write the while loop. While I lesser than m and j lesser than n, if you find haystack dot character at of I, haystack character equal to needle dot character at of j. If s and s are matching, we increment value of count. Count will become count plus plus, and I also become I plus plus, then j become j plus plus. So that you compare the next characters in both the strings. Along with this, you have to check one more condition. If count equal to and n is nothing but the length of the needle. So count is number of match characters. Number of match characters equal to length of the needle. That means we have found the match string of needle in the haystack, right? So in that case, you just need to return the index of the first occurrence of the needle in the haystack. How to find the index? Index idx would be equal to I minus n. So till the ith value what here in, if ith value would be b here now, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 minus 3. 3 is nothing but length of the needle. So come back till the length of the match character. You will find the first occurrence of the. You will find the index of the first occurrence of the needle in haystack. So that is nothing but I minus 1. If this is not the case, else what does else contain? In else part, the strings won't be matching here. C and E won't get matched, right? In that case, you have to initialize count equal to 0 and j also equal to 0. But I will be equal to I minus j plus 1. Why I equal to I minus j plus 1? You have to reiterate back till the beginning of the loop which we started. And from that, you have to start from the next character, a new loop with the next character, and find whether that string is matching with the each character in the needle. So at first, if you will check, it will get matched till lead, right? Then O doesn't match. Then start with the next loop from E, leaving I. So for performing that, you perform I minus j plus 1. So that I will reiterate back till the initial position, how much character we got matched in the and that is J, right? So till the match character re-iterated back till the match character. From that you start from the next character. So match character was till the L. So now you start from E. To perform that you add the +1. So these are the conditions to handle. Yeah. Now return ID X. Mm, okay. Second one is more not passing. It's giving 0 as the answer. Oh, they have told if none of the needle is part of the haystack, then you have to return -1. So IDX initialized to -1. Because in the else part, we are not initializing IDX anywhere. Yeah. Now we shall submit it. 66. Okay. The same test case is not um, matching before, not passing. So yeah. Any mistake I have did. So here you have to initialize j equal to 0 only after initialize I equal to I minus j plus 1. If you previously initialize j equal to 0, then I would be I minus 0 plus 1. That won't be proper. You have to reiterate back till the match character you have found. J value will be something else, not 0. Then we reinitialize j equal to 0. Now we shall submit and check. Yeah, it's been passed. So the easiest method to solve this problem is start looking at the examples, then figure out each test methodology to solve that each example. If you miss out anything later, you will get it as an error, as a wrong answer, and again figure out how to solve that so that everything will be combined together and you'll be able to solve the problem. Thank you, and please subscribe to the channel if you have any doubts. Put that out in the comment section. We'll come up with another video next. Thank you.